in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge any.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained, I'm prepared for the rain.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. And he'll be stopped up
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Back on the option.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Right back to him on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was taken.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Overthink it. Understands the catch. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second down, Dalton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
A 41-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
Makes the score.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
10. Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete.
Good throw there to start the second possession, maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. It's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll move the chains. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Mack's got the first down and then some. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals' 2-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mile. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bengals 10, Bears 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 59 yards.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
5-yard pickup.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Third and 2, now Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Bears 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
4th down.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
This defense has really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Bengals 17, Bears 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And it's 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Intended for Tate.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over
at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
6-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Not today.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 45-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. We own them. We own them. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 4. Check 4. Back, back, back. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Kenny Galladay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
For the point after.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Man, I just love so much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now Burrow loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. And they go play action now. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. Third down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the heel.
With a stiff arm,
had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to drink. We don't need silver. Gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now pouring them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 20. My heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. This that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Dobbs. He completes this one to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was tackled.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. We ain't giving them nothing today.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
We're on 2nd and 2. It's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dobbs. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Coming in smash. Bang, 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 bang.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, Dobbs, and he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll run it with Mack. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Bengals nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The ball carrier.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
With the score, Bears 7, Bengals nothing.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try the left side. Dalton. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's taken down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Going deep downfield for Rowe. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Operating from the gun, Dobbs throwing the out route and complete. It's Mack. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
6 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, Dobbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The tackle by
that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here.
Bengals 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Come on now.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. pressure. Gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike.
They'll run with Mack. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the out. Under 10. 10. Don't go 18. Watch out. Check Mike, 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Marlon Mack in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Check that.
They go play action with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Taken right around the 44. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Throwing again. Dobbs. He dumps this off to Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Mack. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He was brought down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So that one will be accepted.
Come on now, let's go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a carry from Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it'll be Mack. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. Mike's 54.
Now Dobbs, and he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see